So hello everyone, my name is Greg Moore. My capstone presentation was implementing DTN routing on the Android platform. My client was Enable Postgraduate School, and my advisors were Dr. Satya Narayan and Kate Lockwood. So first off, let me explain to you what Delay Tolerant Networking is. It's a method of communication that allows devices that are not always within range of each other to communicate messages across those devices. It doesn't rely on traditional networks, such as the internet or cell phone towers, and has a low cost of implementation because you can use devices that you already own. So this is an example of Naval Postgraduate's team that was deployed to Hurricane Katrina when the hurricane struck. And you can see they set up points along the medical center, the fire, and distribution centers. And they actually created networks. So DTN could be used in this situation to immediately create a network using devices that are already on the ground, such as cell phones. As people travel between those points, the messages are transferred. So if medication is needed from a distribution center, it can easily, a message can be sent and product can be delivered. So the problem is currently there's only a single application that's out for the Android platform, and it only uses a single routing protocol for its purpose. So my solution was to introduce an additional routing protocol into this application and provide an easy method to switch protocols and to control the protocols from within the application without needing to recompile it. So you can see I started with a text-based file for configuration, but you had to know the syntax and know how to control it. So I created a menu system that would allow anyone to easily switch between the routing protocols and to control the variables without putting invalid inputs in. So what I did to do this was I took an existing open source application, extended its framework, and included a new routing protocol that differed from theirs in the fact that theirs selects only specific routes that it thinks are the best to transfer, where the one that I added uses a flood-based method where it will just distribute the message to anyone that it comes in contact with to try to increase the chance that the message is delivered. I had to rewrite the application to allow the configuration to be changed rather than pre-compiled, and you could change any of the settings. Some of the tools I used were Eclipse, which is an environment to write the code in. Java is the code that Android uses, and the software development kit to debug the application. So I learned Java programming because I haven't taken on a project in Java yet. I learned more about the Android user land and using its sensors and everything to facilitate the application, and I learned more about the DTN protocols and how they work. So finally, I'd like to thank the CSIT and the CSCD staff for their support in helping us make the best capstones that we can. I'd like to thank my family. They've had to listen to me talk about all different kinds of protocols. And finally, I'd like to thank my friends and peers in our class because we really learn a lot from each other. Sometimes more so than the teachers, they can explain it to us a little bit differently, but they've always helped us out. So thank you for your interest in my project, and if you'd like to find out more, you can visit me at LinkedIn.